Hope all you swabbies are still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're back with 23rd place by Phazon Mother Brain. It's Toadman's Underwater Sea Lab. Okay, only because you put Toadman in this am I not going to dock this for having generic sounding. Once again, Freems and MJack are kind of in the same space on this. And Parmesan and PK Ouija are kind of high on this. Average score of 68.25, so let's see what this one's all about. This music, what is this? Okay, Toadman built it in order to develop a nefarious device that will let him harness and enhance the water cycle's power. With the device he's building, Toadman intends to flood the planet in order to demonstrate his power to those that doubt it. You have to go in there and stop him. I love having a plot to a stage. Oh. I guess I want to do that. I handled that poorly. Okay, well, those guys don't really blend in or hide very well, do they? And yet I'm still struggling to dodge them. I hope those respawn and that section doesn't turn into a forced rush. Okay. Yes, those platforms were in case... It is Venus Waterfalls! Yay! Do not jump while the waterfall is there, because it will... Okay, this is going to be one of those you have to be forced to push down. And now we're here. Folks, there should be a wall there. Oh, those things. Where are those from? Because I feel like they're from Mega Man Unlimited. That can't be right. I'm gonna test this out. I'm gonna screw this up. Okay, they do respawn. Okay, I guess I can't just say wave goodbye there. Also, in conjunction with the story, I'm expecting those Venus Waterfalls to get tougher, and it will be like as if Toadman is learning to progress and develop those better while we're getting closer to him. And it would just be, you know, a generally good way to design a stage. Those enemies, I'm not digging them. Okay, I do like them in conjunction with the waterfalls. Makes for a nice challenge. Can I... that's not safe, because that forces me down very quickly. I do appreciate the color indications of where those are going to... Ooh! Now that is what I was looking for from that other stage that used the Venus Waterfalls like that. I like it. Oh crap, why are we in the dark? Why are we in the dark? Was darkness needed there? I don't feel like it was. What, we don't want you to see all the instant death around, but just know it's there? This is interesting. It's a 4-tile jump! But we're underwater, so it's actually okay. Okay, he just gave up on life and went about his merry way. Ooh, this time the mini-boss again, but with the Venus Waterfall feature. I like it. I like it. enhancing on the challenges. Those guys just being there sometimes is like kind of what I'm not digging about the stage, but when they're used... Also, I knew there was spikes up there. It was just, I was trying to get around that enemy because I wasn't prepared to shoot him. I am prepared to shoot him now. I am not prepared to shoot him. I'm not prepared to shoot him either. Again, I just don't understand why we needed that section to be dark. That doesn't seem to add anything. That is a problem. I do like those guys in conjunction with the waterfalls. Or with other challenges, just not on their own. Outside of when they were first introduced. Ooh, here we go. Combining both of those, very nice. Alright, I'm digging this stage. Oh, hey. Hey, no, you guys. No. That waterfall went on longer than I thought it was going to. Because I only saw like the first half of it until we started jumping. Oh, and Toadman is using this. Come over here if that's okay, buddy. Personal space, please. Those have been slower to... Whoa! Okay, that panicked me. Fun stage overall. I liked it. The only things I didn't like about the stage was it going dark when it really didn't need to. No, we have more stages to do. Approximately 22 more stages to do. No, we're not trying right now. No, let's not do that. Okay. I have judge comments to read. So I didn't like the random darkness because it just didn't feel necessary in any way. And I didn't like the, outside of when they were just introducing enemies, I didn't like those flip locker things when there was nothing else going on the screen, because they just felt kind of bland. Otherwise, yeah, I like this. And lacking of walls in some sections that really didn't need to be lacking walls. My number one praise of this level is the pacing. Yes, using the A, B, A, B, A, B format really works wonders. I mean, I never got bored of one gimmick while the other one always had something new to offer. Yes. Also, just want to acknowledge that Venus Waterfalls can be terrible gimmicks, but you made them work. The waterfall sections always felt fair and well telegraphed, so you were never confused about what was going to happen. It was clear and fair, but still challenging. Yes, very good level overall. Going from a section based on a lot of waiting to the faster-paced falling platform segment was great. Yeah, that was a great way to vary up the level too. So that way it doesn't all feel slow and waiting, and doesn't all feel fast and gotta keep moving. Then the final section wasn't tedious because when the waterfalls were falling, the Dockalockers kept you engaged in those moments. And I'd usually say using Venus Waterfalls and a boss is a bad idea, but it's Toadman, so it was fine. Yes, it was. Really well designed level, good job. Even though I fired him because he was borderline fired like almost a dozen times, so he needed to be fired. Fully agree with Parmesan here. Score and everything. Toadman's Underwater Sea Lab. Maybe if he keeps it up, I could rehire him. That would be a first. Anyways, a combination of its two gimmicks is very well handled here, but after a bit, it feels like I'm going through the same sections again. Just a bit changed to make them harder. Yeah, that's kind of the point. I liked it. I wish I could say more here, because I did enjoy it quite a bit, but it didn't really leave me with much to talk about, sadly. Okay. I mean, at least this has a 19 out of 25 fun score. Was there a sub-contest going on called Make a Hard Toadman Fight or something? There's about a dozen entries which have you fight Toadman over spikes or on oil or backwards in heels or something, and all of them are just silly. Okay, well, here's the thing, though. You can't control or even know what other people were submitting for this contest. So it's not like other contest entrants got together and said, hey, I'm making a Toadman level, I'm making a Toadman level. They just made what they made with the boxes that they were given, and if they decide to use Toadman, so be it. I really don't think... It's really egregious to penalize someone for using Toadman just because you've seen Toadman being used in 24 other stages. Okay, that's not the fault of this person. Or that knowledge wasn't even available to that person. So we can't fault them for that. But again, this is one of the many reasons MJack has been fired, and fired again and again. Toadman is still absurdly easy no matter how much detritus stuff you stuff in his arena with. The level itself, though, is better than it might look at first glance. I think what makes this level work is that there is a structure here alternating between sections in the submarine and underwater segments, which make you feel like you are making progress and moving forward even though the aesthetics are so rudimentary. I also really enjoyed some of the faster sections of level where you had to hold right and traverse the Concrete Man platforms, especially toward the very end of the level, where you jump past a wall of waterfalls and through a boss doors to safety. That felt super cool. Now, unfortunately, this level does feel pretty empty due to the underwhelming enemy placement. What? Underwhelming? I was trying to think why the... I did enjoy some of the Dockalocker setups, to be fair. It was fun sniping the column of them, but they definitely didn't provide much of a challenge. They were in combination with the waterfalls is where they were good. And I really didn't get why the quick man lighting was... Okay, yeah, we're on the same wavelength with that. Or what it added to the segments where they showed up. But you know, all things considered, I mostly enjoyed this level. I highly doubt this is on purpose or anything, but it almost felt like I played the same level twice. The first time was pretty alright, I'll bet a little too empty, and the second time there were a lot more spikes and a lot more waterfalls. For the most part, I think you had a good idea about how to use the waterfalls because combining them with the lockers was a very good move. Yes, as it gives you something to do while avoiding... something to avoid while you're waiting for a waterfall, but by the end of the level it started to run out of its novelty and it kept doing the same setup multiple times. They had different Dockalocker waterfall setups. It was the same basic concept, but different, and it kept me entertained. And you being not a competent Mega Man player, that should have more than kept you busy. All the judges are incompetent Mega Man players, we've covered this before. While the lockers and the two gimmicks were used well, the other two enemies were left pretty ignored for the most part. Showed up plenty of times. Also, for the life of me, cannot figure out the point of having the lights go out the 2 times a day. Yes. It doesn't make anything impossibly hard or anything, it's just... there's really no point other than for you to not always have a clear idea where the instant death ceiling is the second time it happens. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the point. I don't know. It just, again, it just didn't feel necessary. Far from a bad time, but it was a little bit of a strange one. I wouldn't have rated the stage that much lower for the darkness thing. Anywho, up next, more quick lasers. Oh goody. And more of those enemies. Alright, well for now, I'll take my leave.